Hi there, I'm Andrea, welcome to the Busk Club. Got a really good guest with us today. This is Holly Wilson. She's going to talk to us a little bit about her music and what she's doing busking in Edinburgh and in Glasgow. Hi Holly.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, thank you.
We just walked up 13 flights of stairs, so I'm a little bit like, okay. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well I'm 19. I currently study at Glasgow Cali, doing psychology, working at the body shop as well, it's a part-time job, and busking on the side and doing some gigs in Glasgow.
That's pretty cool. So how long have you been doing like music and things like that for?
I've been on YouTube for about 2 or 3 years now. I only started gigging in June of this year. My first gig was in Manchester at the Big Horse.
Wow, that's pretty good. How did you manage to get a gig like that?
It was through bandwagon gigs. They're kind of like an online profile where you set, like, you put all your details down and you can look for gigs in like different areas and stuff. So yeah, through them I got that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So have you just been busking in that since June as well?
Yeah, I busked in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which was a really good experience. Loads of tourists, nice atmosphere, and then through Glasgow I've just been kind of like playing gigs here and there, played at People, and that's where I met you as well.
Yeah, definitely. So obviously you're saying you've been doing a lot of gigs in Glasgow and you worked in Edinburgh as well. Like, do you think there's like a big difference between like busking in Edinburgh at the festival and just kind of busking here on the streets, or?
Yeah, you get a lot more power from folk, certainly in Glasgow. I got shouted at to go get a job by somebody, which was quite entertaining. But yeah, Edinburgh's, the Fringe Festival is a completely different atmosphere from, I think, anywhere that you're going to bus, especially in Edinburgh during like winter time as well. I see Glasgow's a lot more lively.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And like, have you done any gigs in Edinburgh as well, like not just busking?
Yeah, I played at the bandstand in Princess Street Gardens. I also played at the Haven Cafe down in Leith. And I played a few charity events in like Musselburgh and places like that.
Oh, that's very cool, that's very cool. So like you write quite a few of your own songs and you're just kind of like, so are you doing anything just now? Are you recording, or are you?
Yeah, at the moment I'm recording with one of my friends from Cali Uni. I'm using the studios there for some demos, and I'm also working with Virgin Studios in Edinburgh to come up with some demos as well. And hopefully an EP that I kind of winter's ready for.
That's pretty cool, that's pretty cool. So obviously when I met you, like you said, I met you outside Glasgow Central and you're playing People like an hour later. Like, do you do that quite a lot? Like you'll go and do a bit of busking before you go on the actual stage, or?
Yeah, it kind of warms me up as well. Like, yeah, used to an audience and like warms my voice up a bit, even though it was like Baltic outside. And it kind of gets people in and gets you noticed and stuff. So
that's quite cool. Yeah, so do you think it's quite like a good thing to maybe try and do? Because I would have never ever thought about that. Like,
yeah, I think at the time it was just a waste, kind of like some time in between the kind of sound check and me actually playing. But yeah, no, I think it's a really good idea for like future performances.
Oh, that's quite cool. So what do you think would you say was like the main difference between like busking on the streets and like playing a gig like on a stage and things like that? Or do you prefer one over the other? Or?
I think you get a lot more banter when you're like out in the street. Like people kind of like shout at you and you can shout back and you get requests from folk. Whereas in a kind of club environment it's a lot more mellow, sheltered and chilled, and you can just kind of play without really being interrupted by anybody.
So it's got like each of its got pros and cons and stuff like that. Have you ever had any like weird kind of requests or anything like that? Like had any weird experiences of people coming up to you on the street, or?
Yeah, when I was busking outside Central, a couple of junkies came up to me and were dancing about and then requested I played Adele, Someone Like You. So I gave it my best shot, but I didn't even know the song. So.
Actually, so really, like obviously, like as a bus club, we're kind of looking to find like buskers who are out in the streets and doing the thing. Because before, now like that's kind of what you need to do to get your music out there. Do you still think it's a really valid kind of way to be able to get your music out there? Or do you think we should all kind of just move to like a more kind of technology thing where obviously you can just put stuff up on the internet? Or do you think busking is still something that people should do if you want to kind of get your music out there?
I think live performance is definitely a better way of getting your music out there. I think. Obviously using computers and technology is really like important nowadays as well, and there's so much DIY kind of artists out there, which I am part of myself. But I think if you want to get an actual feel for the music, you have to go and see it live or hear someone in the street and you actually get a feel for it.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you're busking, you're kind of sampling, you're kind of testing the water, see what people like, see what people don't like. Yeah. Do you have like a specific song that you always get a really good reaction out of?
Well, Skinny Love's kind of like my go-to song. I've got a bit of my own version of it. So that's kind of a song I usually start with, even when I'm performing in clubs as well. I usually start with that one. And what else? There's a few others. Van Morrison as well.
Oh, it's a favourite?
Yeah,
that's quite good. So you're going to be recording hopefully your EP that's going to be coming out next year. Obviously everybody who's watching this just now, you can go onto WordPress, the Busk Club .wordpress.com, and obviously we'll be showing you all the different promotional stuff that Holly's doing. If you want to find out more about Holly herself, you can go onto facebook.com/HHollyWilson, and obviously she's got like the links to SoundCloud and YouTube and things like that. You can obviously keep up to date, and obviously check us out as well, because we'll be showing a lot of other buskers.